This trick is not just creepy, it can be scream out loud terrifying. Please use caution. To be precise, it is more of a neural perception trick than a psychological trick. It is a stronger, more repeatable, and multi-person version of the same trick that Aisha Hannon described in another answer, with a couple of twists. The 22nd of January 2020 addendum, Henrique Kenzo also describes it. So, it's called Vira Matuto in Brazil. That is fascinating, I've never seen a name for it before. I guarantee you my version is both easier and scarier, though, and there's no need to set your alarm at 3 a.m. I call it the ghost tap. If you try it, please be both cautious and ethical. Do not do it to anyone with a relevant medical condition, even if you tell them up front what is really going on. I recommend that you either explain what is really going on, it will still frighten them, or at the very least begin with an upfront disclaimer that no matter what you may say next, this is a magician's trick, and what they are about to experience is not real. So here's the ghost tap. 1. Get some kind of easily triggered flash device, such as a cell phone camera set on flash mode. 2. Go into a completely dark room, such as a large closet, with a friend or two, or a large mirror if you prefer looking only at yourself. 3. Wait for at least 2 minutes until your eyes adjust to the dark. 4. This part is important. Tell everyone that they must stay absolutely still for what comes next, and then for a couple of minutes afterwards. It is especially important that everyone keep their heads still and their eyes focused on the same spot. Relaxing can accidentally produce the needed stillness as in the Aisha Hannon version, but the effect is independent of your mental state. It does not matter if you are relaxed, tense, or freaking out. It only matters that you don't move. 5. With as little motion as possible, click the flash. 6. The immediate result will be a second or so of a pulsing negative afterimage. Everyone must just stay frozen in place and wait. 7. Here, finally, is the fun part. Over the next few seconds, if you succeed in staying perfectly still, an exceptionally sharp positive afterimage of the scene will emerge. It will look exactly as if the flash has started glowing again, but this time in a soft, violet, continuous light that erases all color, but clearly and sharply illuminates the scene. 8. It's all an illusion. As best I've been able to determine, I have never uncovered any papers on it. This crisp, positive, violet-only afterimage is a neurological afterimage, rather than the more common retinal kind. That is, the flash leaves a subtle temporary chemical signature on the nerves and possibly brain cells involved in interpreting vision. This signature is likely both very common and quite mild. It is usually ignored by the brain, which is very good at intelligently ignoring deceptive sensory inputs. It has to be, since if it was not, the result would be either hallucination or psychosis. However, in the absence of further light plus the complete absence of head or eye motion, that same very smart brain finally decides that the mild signals are real sensory inputs after all. So it decides to present them to our consciousness as real, exceptionally convincing images. Unlike retinal afterimages, these neural afterimages benefit from the full, dressing up, that the brain provides to anything it considers to be fully validated sensory inputs. 9. The vivid positive afterimage will linger for several seconds, and there are all sorts of fun and terrifying games you can play while it is active. The other people cannot see you in the dark, but their brains will tell them that you are standing right there, completely immobile just like them. So imagine how they will react if you invisibly reach out and tap them on the shoulder. Smiley face. If and only if you follow Magician's Brotherhood ethical rules and warn everyone up front that what follows is only a magician's illusion, here's a good magician's patter, talk to misdirect attention to use. Most folks don't know this, but some forms of bright flashes also emit a special violet afterglow for a few seconds afterwards. Now, what's amazing about this afterglow is that ghosts can also see it very clearly, and come rushing to see what is going on. Often they come in so fast that they break through the usual barriers and end up bumping into our world. So, please be ready just in case that happens to you. They mean you no harm, but the bumps from hurrying ghosts can be quite startling. So that's it. Again, this is a delightfully unexpected and creepy effect, but one that is experimentally accessible and firmly based in the realities of both chemistry and neurology. In fact, if someone reading this is looking for a good experimental thesis topic in neurology, this concept of neural afterimages might be a good area to look into. The last time I checked many years ago, it did not seem to be a well-known effect at all,